class. When I was in 8th class, my family situation was going towards. When it come to 9th class, I started giving teaching, or I started teaching to my little brothers and sister of my own village. And I remember I earned 700 per month. When I was in 9th class, one of my friend named Prabhupitam Naik. His name is Prabhupitam Naik, and he helped me a lot. He noticed my effort, and he became my constant companion. And I'm so lucky for having such a friend in my schooling days.
Okay. And how did you learn grammar? Grammar is also very important. While speaking, we make mistakes. So, what do you think about grammar?
One day I was scrolling the YouTube, and I just watched your video, and
Mhm.
then I got the idea of making such conversation videos. And I'm so lucky that I just found Sweta's English lifestyle as my first conversationalist.
Oh, wow, great. Thank you so much. That after watching my video, you started your making for the first time and you are in full uniform. So I'm quite excited and extremely curious to know about you that you are in uniform. What do you do? I think you also teach.
Yes, ma'am. I have been teaching for
I
more
watched
than.
your videos also. So do you teach on online, like making
Yes,
videos?
I teach or online, and as you know, I belong to an Odia medium school, so that I teach in Odia. Means I'm from Odisha, so that I teach in Odia. And you will be asked to know that when I was in 9th class, I started teaching.
Wow. Okay,
Uh,
amazing, amazing. So we'll know more about you. So as we are meeting for the first time, I really want to know about you. So do you mind giving your introduction?
Yes, thank you, ma'am, for giving me the opportunity to introduce myself. And my name is Nutranjan Marathi, and I come from Odisha, the land of Jagannath. You know, the Jagannath temple of Odisha is a famous city, so known worldwide. So I come from Odisha, the land of Jagannath, and currently I am doing my graduation in English honors. And that I am a second student who is pursuing English honors. And when I talk about my hobbies, I just like to read English newspaper, as well as I love to listen old songs. Okay, a 90s song I like that particularly, and that's all about me.
Okay, so you read newspaper also.
Yes, I read English newspaper.
It's really good that you read newspaper, but I don't read. I like to read books, but I don't like to read newspaper. Like I like to read,
So
but I'm. Mhm.
I also like to read novels, and I have completed many novels Robin Sharma's "Who Will Cry When You Die." Then another novel is "How to Deal with People" by one of the writer. That is his name is Dale Carnegie. I think Dale Carnegie. How to Deal with People, and another one is 11 Rules of Life, written by Chetan Bhagat and things on.
Mhm. Okay. So this is all about you, or do you want to share about you more about your hobbies, or what do you do basically? Everything.
Ma'am, basically, I'm an English learner or a student, you can call it. I'm an English student, but teaching is my passion. One story I want to share with you. Are you interested to listen that?
Sure, why not?
Ma'am, I remember when I was in 8th class. When I was in 8th class, my family situation was going towards, means you can call it financial condition was not so good of my family. My family situation was completely in a what you can call it in an unpleasant situation. I had not enough money for a tuition. Okay, so my father, who is very hardworking, a farmer. My father is a farmer from Odisha, and he is very hardworking. I know his pain. I respect him very much, and now I am speaking in front of you, and I don't know how much effort I have put in it, but one thing I'm obliged to my parents that they supported me in my journey. And one of the stories when I was in 8th class, I did not have money for English tuition. I went to only in mathematics tuition, but I was interested. I was curious about English language. I wanted to go tuition for English language, but my father was only able to send the money for mathematics tuition. So that I started teaching when I was in 9th class. Eighth class was completely, that situation was completely full of dilemma, full of problems. I was in a pickle in eighth class, and when it come to ninth class, I started giving teaching, or I started teaching to my little brothers and sister of my own village. And I remember I earned 700 per month.
Okay.
And I what I call it, one of my teachers in schooling days. I had a great teacher, and I went for tuition, and he charged 500 rupees. And from 700 rupees only, I gave 500 for tuition fees, and I deposited 200 for 200 in my bank account, and that was very amazing. That journey was very very soulful, and that journey kept me motivated for learning English. And
Mm-hmm.
can call it, every cloud has a silver lining, and today I am in front of you and I'm able to speak English. And also I'm just learning English. No, I cannot say that I'm an English teacher, I'm an English learner. No, I'm an English lecturer. No, I'm just a learner in English language. I'm just learning. I have to learn till the death. So I cannot
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
say that I'm a lecturer or professor. I'm also a learner. I will learn from my class.
You are learner of English, you are a student of English, and at the same time you are teaching what you have experienced, what you have learned. That's what I'm also doing. Always I say to myself as a student of English learner, and I teach it at the same time I'm helping people. So yeah, and learning is the eternal. We have to learn entire life, everything, and even it's just a year that we have been learning. So how we can say that we are a trainer or we are a teacher? Of course, we are teaching anyone, and they are getting help from me or from us. So of course, we can say that we are a teacher, but at the same time, we are a student or we are a learner of English. All right. So more things I really want to know about you. Like, how did you start your journey of learning English, and what are the things you followed that you have learned? Now you are doing, I think, graduation in
Yes.
English literature. So it's very difficult to manage everything. So you are tell me about your background of school. School, like how did you do? Like you were in Hindi medium or which medium you were, and how did you learn English? So I'm really excited to know about you.
Yes, ma'am. As I told you that I hail from Odisha, the land of
Mhm.
Jagannath. But the primary language is Odia. Means most of the people, or all of the people of Odisha, speak Odia language. You know Odia language, the English
I
language.
heard, but I don't know.
Yes. So as I belong to Odisha, and the state where the primary language is Odia, and I went to an Odia medium school, which means my exposure to English language was quite limited. And to make things more complicated or more challenging, I did not have the access of the internet, or I did not have a single smartphone when I was reading in school. And you can
Okay.
call it that, to make things more challenging, I did not have a smartphone or access to the internet. And when I first started learning, I remember I had a radio. My family had a radio, and that radio helped me a lot. That radio became my constant companion, and I used to listen English news. And
Okay.
that thing motivated me. I just listened new phrases, new idioms, and new words, new day-to-day life vocabulary words, and I started using those words in my daily conversation. And one thing is more curious, that when I used new words in my life, or when I talked English with my friends, many people criticized me. It's a
Mhm.
common problem, but many people
Yeah.
criticized me. But now he can see the result that I'm speaking English. But I think they were completely jealous. They were envious, so that they criticized me. And I had not any English speaking environment. Clear? My family background means they speak only Odia. No one in my family speaks English, so that I
Okay.
did not have any English speaking environment. And as I was an Odia medium student, my school also did not wear any English speaking environment. So that
Mm-hmm.
I was determined to create an English speaking environment for myself. So that, and in my ninth class, I remember, 8 9 class was my life-changing classes. So when I was in ninth class, one of my friend named Prabhupitam Naik. His name is Prabhupitam Naik, and he helped me a lot. He noticed my effort, and he became my constant companion. We did conversation, we corrected each other's mistake, and he helped me a lot. I appreciate his support. I appreciate, and I'm so lucky for having such a friend in my schooling days. And that was all about my journey. And another thing was, I remember uh, when I when I was in eighth class, I started speaking to myself. Means when I was brushing my teeth, I just talk to myself that I'm brushing my teeth, I'm going to market, I'm playing, I'm dancing, I'm teaching, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a police officer, so things of that sort. I just talk to myself, and that also helped me a lot to come up with an fluency.
Okay. And how did you learn grammar? Grammar is also very important. While speaking, we make mistakes. So, what do you think about grammar? How did you learn? And what do you want to tell about grammar?
When I talk about my grammatical concepts, when I first started learning English, I was not curious about grammatical concept. Means
Mhm.
I was not so strong in that particular concept of English grammar. And you know,
Mhm.
English grammar is just ocean's surface. It looks
Mhm.
like ocean's very simple, but beneath lies a vast, intricate roots of a network. Means each and every chapter is connected with each other. And when I talk about grammatical concept, my teacher, not we cannot say that one teacher just taught me a lot of things. No, a teacher from my childhood age. One teacher I remember in three class when I was in class three, and another teacher when I was in class six, and another teacher when I was in class 9 or 10. Three or four teachers helped me a lot to master English grammar, and I am grateful to them. I'm grateful to all of them. And they created they created a motivating and they created an environment that simplified the grammatical concept. They taught us very easily, so that I just mastered that particular concept.
Mhm.
That's all.
You know, I can see in you that a lot of effort you put in your life for learning English, and you are a kind of person who is a very hardworking, and you it reflects on you. Okay, it reflects on you that you are a very hardworking person, and you do by your own, on your like everything you do by yourself. I think so. You just focus, it's very clear to you. As you are doing graduation, and while doing graduation, we don't have clarity. We feel very insecure. What will we do? What is good for us? We don't understand. And you have clarity in your thought. And you're a person who dedicatedly doing everything. We don't understand that it will work or not, what we are doing in future. But as you are doing a lot of things in English, and as you told me that you are teaching since ninth class, so it's
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, how did you get the motivation, and how do you feel, like how did you get the clarification that you need to do this only and you will be success for that? What do you feel about that?
Yes, when I started teaching, I did not have the confidence that I will teach. They will ask me cross questions. I had the doubts then, but one of my brother, a little brother of mine in my village, he was my first student, and he is now studying in class 10. Okay,
Hmm.
and I am also teaching. Now I am in village, and I am also teaching. And he was just a brilliant student. He accepted my concepts. He answered each and every questions, and also he asked me cross questions. And when he asked me cross questions, I was completely confused. My
Hmm.
little brother asked me a question, and I was just unable to give the answer. How is it possible? Then I was curious to what. Then I was curious to to research on that particular doubt, to do research on that particular concept. And one thing I remember, when he asked me a question or he asked me questions, I just I just take my father's mobile phone, and I call to my Guruji. I was a Sishu Mandira student, so that he was my Guruji. And I call him, and they just are my teacher, means. He just explained all the things very clearly, and I just came and explained my little brother, and he is completely satisfied. He was completely satisfied from my teaching, and now he is also satisfied.
Okay. So you teach why you own everything, like you have the uniform. Who created this uniform? Like how did you get the idea of uniform? It's quite interesting for me. Even sometimes I wear uniform and I create videos because we have institute. So that uniform I wear at some time I make videos.
When I talk about my uniform branding, do you know physics wala Alakh Pandey?
Yes.
He is my biggest inspiration, and I have choose the black color because of him. Because physics wala, because physics wala's t-shirt color was black, and I have designed this logo on my own idea, and
Mm.
and, and when I was designing this t-shirt, I just faced a lot of problems. Plain
Mm.
black t-shirt was not available in market. I went
Okay.
I I went 60 kilometers to buy this particular T-shirt and printed this logo and LCL English name on it. Means
Okay.
they were full of that. They was completely full of stress. So when I just went to Katak and bought this T-shirt and printed on it, that was completely very stressful day.
Right. Yeah, it happens when we do these things. It's very difficult to manage everything.
And one thing is most important. I have a passion for English learning, and that
Mhm.
motivated me a lot to make a brand, to create my own T-shirt and things of that
Okay.
sort.
Okay. So how did you and how long have you been doing your YouTube channel?
It's 1 year. It's yes, in 1 year I have making videos on YouTube for 1 years.
Okay. So how did you get idea like YouTube making English videos on YouTube?
Yes, ma'am. So when I talk about my English journey, when I was in class 12, uh, I was living in my district headquarters, that is Jagatsinghpur, and in that particular situation, I don't know how, but I got the idea of YouTube, so that I started teaching on the video. The students like the videos. No doubt that I am not a famous YouTuber right now. I am not a famous English teacher right now, but the students supported me. My friends supported me. My village friends supported me a lot, and they called me, Smruti. I just watched your video and keep it up. They motivated me. They kept me motivated, so that I just made videos on YouTube. Made so videos on it.
Okay. And you edit by your own.
Yes,
Mhm.
I have not copied anyone's that I just listened. I just watched each or her video that I then I started making. No, any spontaneously you can call it spontaneously. I just got the idea to shoot videos to teach English on YouTube, and I did it. And now also it's in progress.
Okay, okay. All right. Mhm. That's great that you're doing. Do continue. And I think it's your first conversation, isn't it?
Yes. It's our first conversation after so much struggle, network issues, and things of that sort.
Mm. And how are you feeling? Like this is your first conversation as you are having conversation. I think you haven't done this type of conversation. Only you make solo video, I think.
Yes, ma'am. I just shoot videos and upload it on YouTube. I have not made any conversation like this before.
Okay. So how did you get the idea of making conversation video? As you make solo video, as you teach English, now how did you get the idea of making conversation video with people?
Means one day I was scrolling the YouTube and I just watched your video, and
Mm-hmm.
then I got the idea of making such conversation videos, and you know something, conversational video is quite engaging,
Mm-hmm.
and so that I got the idea to make fun videos on YouTube. And I'm so lucky that I just found Sweta's English lifestyle as my first conversationalist.
Oh wow, great. Thank you so much. That after watching my video, you started your making conversation or journey. having conversation. Great, great. A lot of people are doing like this way. Those who make solo video, although they are starting conversation, and it's a great idea. We can talk with a lot of people, and also we can learn from them, from each other. So it's a great idea. All right. Okay, then. Thank you so much. This much I wanted to ask you. And I understood that you do so many things and you're struggling and you are doing hard work. Keep going on, keep practicing. Now you are starting your conversation journey also. So you can
Yes,
start with a lot of people and it's great to practice. And I know that you will help a lot of people. Mm.
yes, ma'am. And you know, as we are communicating, as we are doing conversation with each other, people will say that, or I can say, I am happy. But no, in advanced English, we can say, I'm over the moon. I feel like a dog with two tails. I feel like a child with a new toy. And we can say, I'm tickled pink. I'm over the moon. I'm the seventh. There are lots of sentences we can use instead of a simple sentence. If you ask me that, how do you feel by doing conversation with me? My answer will be in advanced English. Means I'm quite interested in also in advanced English, idiomatic expression, the
Yes.
expression use this. And I can say I'm very happy. I'm over the moon. I'm tickled pink. I feel like a dog. I feel like a child with a new toy and things of that sort.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. All right, then, do you have any questions? Or now, okay, we will make another video so you can ask me and you can start next conversation. All right? Okay, then. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.